the last couple of weeks, especially during Advent, one of the things that the church really focuses on is preparing us for Christmas. And to do that, we have to look back all the way through Isaiah, all the way through the Old Testament, to prepare us to help understand what's actually going to happen at Christmas. Because as we know, Jesus was born in a stable in Bethlehem, which is basically saying like squim, right? This week, everything shifts to the events themselves. We hear of the prophecy of Isaiah about a virgin conceiving and bearing a son. We hear the Christmas narrative from the Gospels, something that we haven't heard yet, that Advent is supposed to be all about, that I'm sure you already have your Christmas scene up. Everything's ready, but the church hasn't talked about it for 3 whole weeks. And now, 2 days before Christmas, 3 days before Christmas, here we are. The church is setting the scene, preparing us to go into this event with all of this background knowledge, all of this understanding, to see this event, and now we're finally ready. We're finally ready to prepare for the event of Christ's birth itself. So in particular this week, as you reflect on the gospel, I encourage you to take the time to really ask yourself, what does this gospel have to do with my life? Within the busyness of Christmas time, within the myriads of cookies that are being made and the kids that are home from college, what does it actually mean that Christ came into the world? Came into the world for me? What does it mean that Mary, betrothed to Joseph, but not yet actually married, had a child, named him Jesus, brought him into the world, and then all of the great mystery that happens, the great encounter that happens after that, that we continue with in the Gospels? I think sometimes it's easy to think that the Gospels don't have anything to do with our lives, that Christ is an abstract feeling. But what the church has been preparing us for is to understand, no, this has a history. This has a truth and a fact and a reality about it. And now we're ready and prepared to enter into that. So as you enter into your small group time this week, I encourage you to ask that question. What does the incarnation have to do with my life? How has it concretely shaped, formed, converted me to truth, to goodness, to beauty, to be able to take up suffering in a new way, to take on family frustrations in a way that look different than our neighbors that aren't Christian, that aren't Catholic? What does it mean that God became incarnate for you?